The night he was born, the moon turned red. Its crimson light bathed the cloud mist mountains, painting the sky in blood. The villagers gathered outside their wooden homes, whispering in fear. They said the heavens had cursed the child, that such a birth could only mean disaster. But one woman, Madame Shu, the healer of the village, held her newborn son close. Her eyes filled not with fear, but with defiance. If the heavens fear him, she said softly, then they know his power is meant for something greater. She named him Lian Zhen, meaning refined truth. From that moment, the child's fate was sealed by both heaven and earth. Lian Zhen grew up quiet, kind, and strangely graceful. Even as a child, his steps made no sound. When he walked through the morning mist, it seemed to swirl around him like silk. The other children mocked him, calling him Ghost Boy, but he never fought back. At night, his mother told him tales of heroes who defied fate, and immortals who guarded the stars. You were born different for a reason, she would whisper. Never hide from the light within you. But every night, when the wind howled through the bamboo, Lian Zhen would dream. In those dreams, he saw a woman standing beneath a pale moon, her silver robes flowing like water, her eyes full of sorrow. Find me before the darkness does, she whispered. And then, the world in his dream would shatter into mist. Years passed, and Lian Zhen trained under the village elder. He learned the way of the sword, though no one had truly taught him. His movements were fluid, natural, almost too perfect, as though he had done them 1,000 times before. Each swing of his wooden blade made the wind tremble. Yet he never fought with anger. He fought like someone trying to remember who he once was. When Lian Zhen turned 16, the skies turned red once more. Thunder roared across the mountains, and fire lit the horizon. From the shadows emerged the Crimson Lotus Clan. Assassins and dark cultivators feared across the land. Their leader, Master Ying, walked ahead, his eyes cold and cruel. He was known for burning entire sects to ash in search of forbidden relics. That night, they came for one thing, the Moonblade. Where is the Moonblade? Master Ying demanded. Lian Zhen's mother stood before him, trembling but firm. You will have to kill me first, she said. The battle that followed was swift and merciless. Flames devoured the wooden houses, and the screams of villagers echoed through the night. Lian Zhen ran toward his mother, but it was too late. Master Ying's sword pierced her chest, and her blood glowed faintly in the firelight. With trembling hands, she pressed a glowing pendant into her son's palm. Run, my son, and never forget who you are. As her body fell, the pendant shattered. Silver light burst from its fragments, swirling around Lian Zhen like moonfire. The light condensed into a blade shining, alive and breathing. It called to him the Moonblade. Lian Zhen gripped a hilt, and the world exploded in white fire. When the flames died, the village was gone. The Crimson Lotus were scattered, their leader fleeing with one arm missing. And under the crimson moon, the boy who once feared the night stood alone, his eyes filled with silent rage and sorrow. The years that followed turned him into a shadow of legend. He walked the martial world, nameless and distant. He carried no banner, no clan, and no past, but wherever he went, stories followed. Some said he was a demon hunter. Others whispered that he was cursed by the moon itself. Yet all agreed on one thing: he never fought for himself. He helped those in need, a farmer terrorized by bandits, a sick child in a forgotten village. But no matter how many lives he saved, loneliness lingered in his heart. Every full moon, the dreams returned. The woman in silver, the voice saying, "Find me before the darkness does." One night, drawn by a haunting melody only he could hear, Lian Zhen wandered into the ruins of the Moon Temple. It was a place where the moon never set, its ruins bathed in pale light. At the center stood a cracked mirror, ancient and pulsing with trapped light. Inside it, the woman from his dreams. She was Lin, guardian of the moon, once a celestial being. She had sealed herself inside the mirror to imprison the Dark Lotus, a spirit born from human hatred. Her reflection trembled as she spoke. "I've waited for you, Lian Zhen. The Moonblade chose you for a reason." She told him the Crimson Lotus were trying to free the Dark Lotus, believing they could control its power. If they succeeded, the world would fall into endless night. Only the Moonblade, his soul's weapon, could destroy it. But to do so would consume him completely. Lian Zhen stood silent for a long moment. He had already lost everything once. Now, he was being asked to lose himself too. Then, with calm eyes and a quiet voice, he said, "If I was born under a cursed moon, then I'll turn that curse into light." The Dark Lotus rose in a storm of black fire, its body a swirling mass of shadows and screams. The temple shook as Lian Zhen faced it, his blade glowing brighter with every swing. But the darkness swallowed all light. From within the mirror, Lin cried out, The moon blade draws its strength from the heart. Don't fight to win, fight to protect. Lian Zhen closed his eyes. He remembered his mother's smile, the villagers who once feared him, the people he had saved, all the light he had seen in the world. When he opened his eyes, his sword shone brighter than the moon. He whispered, "This light is not mine. It belongs to everyone." He swung his blade one final time. The explosion of light tore through the heavens and earth. The mirror shattered. The dark lotus vanished, and Mei Lin was free. But Lian Zhen's body turned into starlight, drifting away on the wind. They say that when the moon is full, and silver rain falls upon the cloud mist mountains, a lone figure can be seen standing in the fork, his sword glowing softly in the night. He says nothing. He only watches. Some believe he waits for the next soul that needs saving. Others say the moon blade still walks with him, bound forever to protect the world from darkness. Whatever the truth, the legend of Lian Zhen, the moon blade, lives on, because light, once born from sorrow, never truly fades. Please like and subscribe.